a show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment.
Ophia. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for president of Steak. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. A vote for Cowboy is a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.
This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. We're not going the political way. Today we know we would have had a great Easter weekend, and the festivities were all on a Virgin Gorda for the most part. And so today we want to talk with a man who is living up to his name as king. Now he's the king of Calypso, king of Paido.
Thank you for having me.
You're wearing a silver crown this time.
It is silver. I think it's Silver Jubilee now.
Okay.
So I'm getting there.
Yeah, so, for quite some years, we would not have had a Calypso competition at the Easter Festival on Virgin Gorda. This year it was back. Last year they just had a little entertainment kind, but no competition. So they had a competition this year.
They had a competition.
And you were part of it.
Definitely.
Tell
all
me
the
how
time.
this good.
As always, I always want to take part in Virgin Gorda and Totola, but most of Virgin Gorda because I love Virgin Gorda. And this time I thought they were not having any competition, but Sister Joyce called me, and when she called me, she told me they're gonna try something. I said, you can't try something. She said, no, definitely. Okay, we're gonna have a show then, and we want you to be a part of it. I say, as always, Paido is always there, so here it is.
But Sister Joyce wasn't in the competition.
She was not. She said she's the organizer, so.
Okay.
I said, okay, so I don't have any competition at all. But that was just a joke, and she smiled, yes. But all in all, it was good.
Yeah, how prepared were you for a competition?
I'm always ready, Kathy. I'm always ready. If you call me today, I'm ready. I have a song ready. So I got my songs, and then I would just do the talking, the twisting, the addition and the subtraction when the time comes,
Okay. I remember the last time we had a conversation, I think that was the same time they were just doing an entertainment for Virgin Gorda.
Yes.
We talk a lot about, being ready for competition, and that was one of the things you had emphasized, being ready.
Always ready. I'm like ever ready. And Duracell, I got a durability too. So.
Oh, Duracell.
Durable.
Or the Energizer.
And all three.
So tell us about the songs you did this year.
This song came in handy. The COI, It was a song I made in a matter of 2 weeks. Well, after she told me they're having a show, I say, what am I going to sing about? There's so many things happening, and I just say, okay, let me go back on the COI and try to give my interpretation of the COI. They call it consequences of, commission of inquiry. And I say, well, it's the consequences. I mean, they're bearing the consequences now, right? So I just found words that begins with I. So it's like consequences of ignorance. Why did the COI come about? Is because they didn't know. So I just put it, they didn't know certain things, right? And I found a lot of other words with I. Ignorance, integrity, intelligence.
Give us a verse.
And just put, it's like consequences of ignorance in the public service. Most of them didn't know.
Sing it for me.
Consequences of intelligence, that's the level that they never show. Consequences of incompetency, filling positions they cannot handle. Consequences of investigations revealing most of them guilty. Just put a little catchy like they didn't know. That's why.
Forget the lyrics.
That's why. The voices are kind of melting in my head because there's so many lines with the I, but then that's why the investigation would reveal most of them guilty. So the catchy part was, oh yes, I know, he come bottom, I go lock up.
He come
bottom, I go lock up. The UK send them down to investigate, and they finding a lot of people. They call it commission of inquiry. I call it melee, and it's sweet for soul. Common sense over intelligence. The meaning is plain and simple. So it's and I managed to get 3 verses to it, and that made a full song.
You think that was
so it went down well.
It went down well. What was the other one?
Oh, the other one, I had to sing an old song, which is, I think was appropriate too. God Save This Country.
Now remind us.
God Save This Country, I sang that in 2000.
How it go?
In these last days, we got to be wise while we are living here in paradise. We are living in a perilous times, can't you see? We need a lot of help from the Almighty. We are waiting for changes that just mightn't come. Things have been the same, whole thing all along. Let's clasp our hands, get down on our knees, and say a prayer for this country. Cause something wrong with the system. Something wrong with the system. So won't you come and pray with me? Pray, God save this country. Say a prayer for you and me. Pray, God save this country. Get on your knees and pray with me. And then
you need a lot of
it's
prayers.
like dealing with a lot of things that we need prayers for. And it went on well.
Okay. If you would have had more time, you think you would have come up with a second new one?
As a matter of fact, I have a second new one. But I chose, which was political gimmicks.
Oh, okay. So you didn't want to do
that
two
was I didn't want to do two about the COI and political. They want to bash them too much.
Yeah, Pray for the Country was a good one.
Pray for the country, yes.
But in general, Calypso, like we were talking off camera before the decision to do this big story. How do you see this continuing to move from one stage to the other? Calypso in the Virgin Islands.
We've been singing about that all the time. I think we need to get the youths involved. And I saw something in Virgin Gorda where they crowned a little girl. I didn't get to hear her sing. I think she sang on stage that night, yes. But that was the only time. And I say, yes, VG got talents. The BVI on the whole got talents. And we need to do something. We need to do something more, even starting in the schools and get the youths on board. We encourage them. We give them some money or give them something to encourage them. But we need to see more youth step in and take up the mantle because we are going out. And when we go out, there's nobody to carry on.
But this year only had 4. Of the 4 we had, is 4?
4 contestants. That's why I was surprised. I said, I don't know what happened to the old Calypsonians. Don't know what's happening. They're backing out. But tell them Paido is here to stay. I'm going to stay until God say, you know, you can't go no more. Because music is life. And I don't know why people back out. I don't know.
But coming on your heels was the lone woman that was in the competition. That's
okay, yes. She did good too.
She did good.
Yes.
And you were talking
I was kind of surprised, yes.
You were surprised at that
Yes,
performance? Lady girl, you impressed me.
Yes, definitely. If she continues like this, she will make it.
She will make it good. But we were talking about women in Calypso as opposed to men, and bringing it to the competition level, where we're seeing right now, and would have seen all along in the Virgin Islands, men and women are coming together on one stage, in one competition. Yes. But you beg to differ in that.
I think it's a difference. That was my take on it. A long time I told them, women are in a class. When a woman steps on stage, she has this grace, the movement alone. And she opened her mouth like, I would say, even reference Makisha, Glamour Girl. They have a different style to men. Men have a different style. And I just personally, this is my personal feeling, that it's totally unfair to judge a woman with a man. You know?
So because
they're in a class by themselves, yes. I don't mind personally that they put them to compete, woman against woman. Then the best of the women would come against the best of the men. That was my take on it. Because you can't put us to sing with like the junior Calypso. It wouldn't be fair. That's just my take on it.
Because I think this year there were two new.
Not in our category. If they had the junior by itself, it's okay. You have the women by themselves, it's okay. You have the men by themselves, and then you could have one big, like a monarch. If the youth want to come into, that's a monarch for who is overall the best. That was just my take on it. So we've been asking them for this all the time, and nobody seemed to come up with that. Never really study it, so.
Okay. Probably it can happen for
it could happen.
Total of
it could happen.
Emancipation.
And it would be something for a change. It would be something for a change, because in order for me to get better, I would say I like pressure. I like the competition. Not that two compete against me one good, but I like to see tough, stiff competition, and then I build on myself, and I know I can get there. Because it's all in me. It's a talent, and God gave it to me. I'm going to use it.
But talking about trying to get more young people involved in Calypso, you as an individual who is so experienced in it, how can you play a part in helping to pull young people together?
I offered my services to them a couple of years back, and they promised to get back to me, to go into the schools and try and get, teach the youth a thing or two. They wanted myself along with some other Calypsonians, and it wasn't fruitful. So I'm still waiting. I put the ideas to government ministers, and yes, it's a good idea, but they never came back to me. They never got back to me. So
maybe sometimes just go out on your own.
I did it on my own, but it's hard to find them too. You talk to one, yes, okay, I will come. I'll tell my mommy about it, and they never showed up. I told them where my studio was, give them my number, and they never called. So maybe I have to push a little harder and try to get them, because I'm still working on it. I still want to get there, definitely, because we cannot let the culture die.
Awesome, yeah.
We cannot. You see Sparrow still going, and he's still singing.
Up in age and
Abstinate is still singing. All his old Calypsonians of Trinidad still singing. So we need to continue. And we need to bring up the youths.
Okay. So there is a major difference between Calypso and soca, but I see ever so often sometimes people get them mixed up in terms of doing the composition.
Yeah, soca, I would say, is a faster rhythm than Calypso. You can have a fast Calypso too, but the lyrics too, again, Calypso was always meant to be telling a story. A soca, I would say, my difference is just you have a punchline, a rhythm with a fast rhythm that people can dance to. Although you could have some soca with a message too. But Calypso is more the message song. But they go hand in hand because you up the beat of a Calypso and you get a soca.
Okay.
You just put it up like, around, Calypso would be around 95 BPM and down. You could go above, yes, maybe 100. But if you have a 131 beat, I would say that's a soca, yes. Yes.
Okay, it's a major difference.
And you can get the message out in just one line or two lines when you sing it that fast, no problem. You can get the message out. Because I know some fast soca, yes. And they have a message in them. So, like the soca that Arrow used to sing, Arrow used to sing, this fast soca, but they have a message in them. And we understand. But now this soca, I think, is just a rhythm and a punchline, and that's what the youths call soca now. So.
So I guess you're not preparing for the big festival on Tortola, are you?
Yes.
Any indication that they will have a Calypso competition this year?
I'm hearing talks, that's all.
Yeah, no confirmation.
No
but you are
confirmation,
preparing.
but I am preparing.
Yeah.
I have a song I prepared from since last year. Okay. And I'm seeing where it's going to come in handy.
All
because
right.
I am seeing the things, and after the end of this month, the outcome, we will see.
Oh my dear.
And I put the lyrics down and I showed my wife, I said, look at the song. And I don't know the outcome, but I know this will come in handy.
Okay.
So I'm not going to let anybody know the lyrics yet. No,
I wouldn't even venture to ask you to
because I am not a prophet. I cannot predict what's going to happen in the future, but I know the song would come in handy.
Okay.
It's just something, just pinch me and tell me.
Well, to your fellow Calypsonians who are out there and those who looking to come on the scene for the first time once we have a competition this year for the Big Emancipation Festival, the stage is yours to say what you want to say to them, to encourage them and motivate them to
Don't just talk to me out there, because a lot of people meet me. Paido, I'm coming for you next year, and I'm looking forward to them. And next year I would come and I wouldn't see them. So I want them to come, give me some pressure. Come on stage, sing your song. You have a lot of ideas, I know. And you don't want to give it to me to sing. I can't sing too much. I can sing a lot, but I can't sing too much, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
And, I'm encouraging you to come out, jump on stage. If you have a talent of singing or writing, you could write and give somebody to sing, but come, give me some pressure on stage. BVI.
All right, well, you heard it there. King Paido is calling for some pressure. You had some sort of a pressure for the Calypso. All right. He clarified it. Calypso.
Good lyrics.
Good lyrics, yes.
Arrangement, the works.
Yeah.
All in the works, yes.
Keep the pressure on. Bring the pressure to King Paido. I want to thank you so much for tuning in for this edition of The Big Story.
The Great Debate, District 9 candidates. VIP Vincent Whitley.
I have said it before, and I will say it here now again. There has never been more action in a 4-year period in this district than in my 4 years.
PVIM Shireen Flax Charles.
We need a tourism model that works for us and our people, not one so politically disastrous and nonsensical that our competitors are happy.
NDP Coy Levins.
How many election periods has passed and the issues are not addressed, but 6 months before election you got story to tell the people as if the people them is ignorant and don't have understanding.
Independent Vernon Vanterpool. The Great Debate. Virgin Gorda, April 14th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Catholic Community Center. And Anegada, April 16th, 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Emile Dunlop Community Center.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.